Computex Taipei 2015 coverage is brought to you by Cudo Technologies and Corsair, alongside with Illiger and Nalicam for our laptop and video production. Click on the links below to learn more. So like belakang ni macam biasa kita dah same set of keyboard. Yang ni actually this is the new. Just come on in. I mean.
Hello.
So would you care to explain a bit about this?
Definitely. So this is our brand new mechanical keyboard. It's called Strafe. It features German engineered Cherry MX key switches, so it'll be available in Cherry MX Red and Cherry MX Brown switches. And what's new about this keyboard, it's using our Q software, so it enables all the lighting effects like you have on the RGB keyboard, but with single color. So if you want to do ripple typing, this is in rain mode right now. There's visor mode, and then just really any crazy customization of lighting you want to do, this keyboard will allow you to do it.
So it's like just basically you can still customize it to any style you want. But
Yes.
it's just one
One color, yes. Yep.
Is it just in red?
Yeah, it will just be featuring in single color red right now. Yeah, that's all. That's
Black
the
and
plans.
red's really. The
It
combination's
is.
really
yeah.
good.
People love. I mean, with K70, we had a lot of success, and it was red backlit with the
Cool,
black,
that's cool, yeah.
the black backplate. So we want to do the same thing here.
Macam mana dia explain tadi? Ni keyboard baru, Corsair Strafe, STRAFE. So dia punya build material dia bukannya anodized aluminum. It's not the same. It's flat black, and then ada textured keypad dia. So keycaps dia semua textured, and this datang sekali dengan ni WASD and E. Okay, ER. So semua button yang biasa gamers guna, and keycap puller and whatnot, everything else. And dia boleh customize macam mana K70 yang RGB right over there. Cuma beza dia satu colour je. Alright, so we're now with Johnny Guru, one of the most respected experts on power supplies. So
Thank you.
Yeah. So you want to tell us
Sure.
something about this one?
Yeah, so we're demonstrating our RM, in this case the 1000 watt, with Sunmoon SM 5500 dual unit load tester to show some of the features of the RMI power supply. So one of the first things that I show people is the ability for the power supply to switch between a single 12-volt rail power supply and multiple 12-volt rails. Now, by default, it ships as a multiple 12-volt rail power supply, with each of the 8-pin connectors having its own 12-volt rail capable of up to 40 amps. And then the accumulative 6-pin connectors that are for peripheral and SATA are another 40 amps, and the 24-pin is 40 amps. So right now, though, I've turned it off in Corsair Link software. So now it's a single 12-volt rail. If you look at the loads here, I will show you, set to amps here. Right now there's a 40 amp load on one of the 12-volt rails. Nothing else on any of the others. And right now, if I crank that up to 50, say 25 and 25, you'll notice that the power supply is still running. Now all I have to do to demonstrate this is to turn on the multiple 12-volt rail mode, and what that does is that turns the OCP on for all of those connectors. So now when I go from 40 amps to 50 amps by pressing this button, you'll see here that the power is going to immediately shut off. Now the important feature of that is it's another form of short circuit protection. When you have a short, sometimes it creates a resistive load that will increase the current more and more and more until you could have a potential hazard. So when building a PC, it is kind of important to have a multiple 12-volt rail, but once you're comfortable with the way everything is set up, a lot of people would like to switch it over to a single 12-volt rail mode. So we just give the customer the ability to pick which way to go. They want single 12-volt rail or multiple 12-volt rail. Another thing that we're demonstrating here is we have a 400 watt. The other thing we can demonstrate with Link here is how the 0 RPM mode works and how the fan remains off for a long period of time, even with a significant load on it. So right now you see I've got a 409 watt load, but you can see here in Link that the fan's not spinning, 0 RPM. Yep, not spinning at all. Now, of course, if I want to make it spin for demonstration purposes, I'll put that full 1000 watt load on there, and you'll see that that fan just kicks right in there, 600 RPM.
There you go.
But 600 RPM, or 976, 1,000, it's still very quiet. It's 23 decibels is what we measured it at an independent lab. So it's still a very, very quiet power supply. The other thing we're demonstrating here today is how low the ripple is on the RMI series. So I'm going to close link up here, and I'm going to go ahead and fire up my oscilloscope. And so that waveform is going to be hard to read on camera, so I actually have this little meter here. Now this is with the 1,000 watt load, full load on the 1,000 watt power supply, and my ripple from point to point is right around 9.2-ish. It bounces a little bit. I've seen it as high as 11, but still, that's about 1/2 to 1/3 of what you typically see when we're looking at power supplies here. So we've actually improved the performance as far as filtering the ripple out, significantly greater than last year's HXI and the year before's the RM, of course.
Yeah, and the RM 1000i is like passing with like flying
colors, yeah. Flying colors.
Like we said before, like the golden gold.
Yes,
right?
yes, it's the golden gold. So yeah, it's all of the features of the HXI, gold instead of platinum, but actually the performance, because we've had some time for the engineers to tweak it a little bit, the performance is actually even better. So yeah, we're very proud of it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
very much. All right.